Oh my Lord, that was something.
Wasn't it? So I'm just trying to get onto my own video on my phone so I can make.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just, shall I start
You
for everybody?
You
If
do
you're
that,
too
yeah.
busy?
Yeah, you do that. I'm very busy. Okay. Oh, hold on. Right.
Yeah, just sit back and relax, everyone, until Richard's ready to say hello to us, I guess.
Hello. I
Yay.
think Andy is now a moderator.
The power.
Yes, Spanner Power. Hi, I'm Richard. I am the chart-topping author of this book, Price War. I've got the day off today. I'm not working today. Get me. Wonderful thing to do. And I am going to be doing some productivity work. And I thought I'd invite the lovely, what's her name? Proper author Emma Bennett onto the show.
What's her
I was
name?
struggling to get this up. I was like, oh,
Okay. I believe that you didn't forget my name.
So we're here for a couple of hours to do some productivity. Let's see who's here. Excuse me, we're not late. We were talking about you, funnily enough.
We were.
Andy has done unspeakable things to the thumbs up button. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It really is on brand for me, isn't it?
Totally on brand, yeah. If we're just going for brand, yeah, you got that really, really well.
Emma's here. Oh, we know Emma's here because she's here.
Yeah.
She's there. Let me get the angle right on the finger. There we are.
Yay! There you go.
Okay. Richard has a book. He's also got a newsletter.
What?
Did anyone know
I had
that?
no idea.
We have the lovely Eloise is here.
No.
She's waking up to us.
That is lovely.
Yeah. I mean, we'll
That must be really pleasant.
Proper author Elma B.
Elma B. Is that my rap name?
Do you like Rabbit? At least we didn't call her Rampant.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not.
There were ladies present.
No, there were lovely ladies present. Did you have no idea that I had a newsletter, Andy? Well, you should definitely sign up then.
Funnily enough, and it's very good.
I actually forgot to send one this month. Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking that I hadn't seen one of your newsletters for a while.
So I forgot to put it in my calendar. Then I forgot about it. And I thought I'd do it last week. Then I forgot about it again. I thought, I might as well just save all of my newsletter goodness for the beginning of November. It's going to be a bumper edition next month. So subscribe now.
A Harvester special, maybe.
Oh, Dan, I went there recently and they had a coupon, Emma. 40%.
I know. You sent me the picture of it to make me jealous.
I did.
It was amazing.
I succeeded. It was very nice. Eloise says, all I'm going to say is I've been called worse. It could be your nickname.
No, Rabbit is stupid. She doesn't have a lisp. She speaks beautifully.
She does. She's wonderful.
I like Teddy.
Teddy.
She can be Teddy.
And we got to the end of the comments, which didn't take very long. So what are we going to be doing today? I will ask the lovely Emma first.
We're going to be... No, don't make me big. Oh, gee, this face was made for mobile screens.
What do you think this face was?
I am going to be working on my manuscript, prepping my manuscript, A Scottish Christmas, which is my Christmas book for next year, and I'm going to be writing it during NaNoWriMo. My Christmas book for this year is out in just 5 days' time.
Have you got the cover to show off?
Yeah, I have, but I've only got it on my phone because I'm not very good with tech stuff.
Did you send it to me? I might be able to put it up.
Okay, it'll take me a minute, so we'll have to talk about something else. So let's talk about what you're doing while I try to do this.
I'm working on the edits to the sequel of this, which is going to be called Price War, The Colour of Money. I'm doing my first pass on the second draft, so it's been sitting in a drawer for about 3 or 4 months. So at the moment, I'm just kind of going through it, reading it again, just making a few corrections. Nothing too heavy so far. I'm going to be tidying it up so I can send it off to some beta readers in the new year, which is exciting. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised because when I was when I was doing this, I was like, fucking hell, this is awful. But actually, rereading it like 4 months later, after I was like typing away, like, oh, Christ, we'll get this finished. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was. So that's exciting. And actually, when I was reading through it, about halfway through, I couldn't see the spot where I left it for about 6 months to go and finish the first book, etc. So it's all kind of flowing together.
Yeah.
Exciting. I need to open Discord, don't I, to get your picture.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now. So yeah, let's do the first ever edit on this book, which isn't too bad. I borrowed this from the library. It's called On Editing. How to Edit Your Novel the Professional Way by Helen Corner-Bryan and Catherine Price. I probably should have started reading this before I started editing, but I will probably read it. I probably will actually buy my own copy, to be honest. You thought that was going to throw me, didn't you? You calling me on Discord.
I actually called Andy first by mistake because I had his message up and I wasn't concentrating.
So let's have a quick look at Emma's Christmas book for this year cover. Are we ready for this?
As ready as we ever are.
I can make it even more stupendous if I do this.
Look, it's so Christmassy.
It's very Christmassy. That's going to look lovely in gloss.
It's not going to be in gloss. It's going to be matte.
Well, it'll still look nice.
Thank you. It is. And I've got like a little video as well, but I'm not allowed to share it until next Wednesday.
But it looks very nice. So be excited to have that on my shelf.
Oh, you love a Christmas romance, do you?
Who doesn't these days? Who doesn't?
Exactly.
So I'm going to get rid of that now. That was very exciting. That only came through the other day, didn't it?
Yeah.
So is that the one do you have any input on the cover from your publisher? Or do they just say, hey, Emma, here's the book cover we did. Do you like it or not? It doesn't really matter if you don't because we're going to publish it.
They come to me with it and they say like, here's what we've got and this is like why we've done it like this. If there's something that I don't like, then they generally will change it. Mm-hmm. Like there's been a couple of times when I've had covers and I've gone like, ooh, like I'm not sure about that. I know with Starstruck, with my book Starstruck, there were a couple of bits that I didn't like. That's my favorite one. I really like that cover.
That's fitting with your kind of like brand with the kind of like block colors, vivid writing, etc. It looks nice.
It's pretty.
A little house on that.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
We have had a visitor from the lovely state of Martin.
Lovely Martin.
I was saying hi to Martin. I was hoping to do a 5-minute writing sprint on this productivity sprint. We'll be starting soon, don't worry.
Yeah, because as we all know, yesterday Andy started writing properly his first fiction writing, but he hasn't done his little bit of writing today, and he'd planned to do it a little bit earlier, but he hasn't done it yet.
I saw his post on YouTube. It was very exciting.
On the YouTubes.
He did blur out the juicy bits.
The juicy bits.
And I did say he needed to get a spreadsheet for all his statistics that he's putting at the top of the document, but we've got it all recorded somewhere. It's good enough, to be honest.
Yeah, but is it though? If there isn't a spreadsheet, I know how you feel about spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets before bed sheets.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Andy would love to be trad published. Well, you've got to write a book first.
I think that's exactly what I said.
Write the bloody thing first. Oh dear. I just let them do a black background cover with a white font with my pen name on it. Oh, have you decided on your pen name yet? We
were debating it earlier, actually. And I got this book, actually. I think, like, if anybody wanting to be traditionally published, this book looks really good that arrived yesterday from pitch to publication. And it's by Carol Blake, who is this amazing literary agent. She's been in the business for, like, donkey's years. And it looks really, really good.
Because I have got a book that I do want to pitch to a publisher if I can ever get my fucking act together. Here it is. Here's the book I want to. You can't see it.
Oh,
It's right in here.
it
It's my
looks very
post-apocalyptic novel that I wrote. It's 390 pages. I did it. I did the fourth
nice.
draft of it, and I decided to format it as a book so I could actually read it. Because for like years, it's only been like a Word document, so it's not in a book format. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I've sent a couple of copies off to people. There's only ever 5 of these printed. Because what I did was,
It'll be worth a fortune.
yeah, not for resale, so they're definitely not worth anything. Because what I did was, I basically just did it on Amazon as a sort of proof copy, and then just didn't publish it. So I suppose I could get more of these printed, but I'm quite pleased that it came out. Because that actually brings me to a thing I was talking to Martin about recently.
Good old Martin.
Good old Martin. He's lovely, really. He knows I only wind him up. Bless him. I was looking to get my manuscript that I'm editing and printed, as in sort of like a ring binder thing. And that's really fucking expensive. Ryman wanted.
I was just going to tell you off for swearing, but I was like, well, it's his channel. Like, if he wants to drop an F-bomb, he can. I'm just so used to telling you off. It was like automatic.
That's fine. You can mother me still if you like. Don't worry. So I looked at Ryman, who's a publishing. They're not publishing them. They're like sort of stationers in the UK. For those that are not aware, I looked at their document printing. It was like, first of all, it wouldn't accept my PDF. And then it was like £25 to get one copy ring bound on A4. I was like, that for a laugh. I think the lowest price I saw was £13. If I just did it like this on Amazon as a pretend proof thing that's never going to be fully published, it's about £5 per copy. I mean, this one I just got some random cover art. I just threw it together basically because this book is what I hope traditionally published, so it will never ever come out looking like this ever. So I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I think definitely if you want a printed proof, that is the way to do it. I remember I actually have a printed proof from lovely Dan Hook. This is his second book. So lovely. He literally just got it done on Amazon and sent me a copy, which he signed, by the way.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I do kind of sometimes find beta reads difficult on a Kindle, because I don't really vibe with my Kindle.
Yeah.
So having the actual book to read is quite nice.
It is. It's nice. And you can always kind of mark it as well if you need to, can't you?
Obviously, I can't expect all authors to do it, because it does obviously cost money to make this, then send it out, etc. So sometimes just an email is...
It's not that much, though. Like, it's very good compared to, like, Ryman's.
Yeah. I mean, £4 for that. It took me about a couple of hours to do the interior.
Yay.
Ooh. But yeah, so I think we should start our first writing session very soon.
And then Andy can do his writing sprint, and then he can tell us how many words he got and all of his statistics. You'll know it here first, folks. Okay. It's going to be amazing.
Let's just catch up with who has joined us in the chat. Okay, this is the best thing I've ever read.
That is exactly Richard's kind of joke. Well done. Well done. Very nice.
Hi, Morgan. Good to see you.
Hey, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. Oh, F11. I don't want to press that. I'm a bit suspicious of Andy. You
don't need to be suspicious of Andy.
I can't remember if this is Lauren or Nick House. I'm just going to say hello.
Yeah. Hello,
Martin has actually read my book, and he says it's Thorsome.
Nice.
I'm going to use that on the cover, by the way. What did you write in that little paragraph? Tentacle stuff.
Well, monster romance is very, very popular.
Well, exactly. Low Eloise. Okay, Martin wins.
No, Eloise's was still better, I think. Martin's is the close second.
And I can neither confirm nor deny this. Oh, listen, I would never sell my signed copies on eBay. They're for me. Just very privileged to have so many signed books.
They belong in a museum, or they will do.
Printed proof. I mean, what I would say, Eloise, is see how much it costs over there. But in the UK, Ryman like 25 quid. I think I found an online place that does it for about £13. But it's just for one copy. They're saying that it is about 120 pages double sided. It's not. It's going to be a thick old thing. It'll be like a magazine, basically.
But it's quite nice to have it ring bound and bigger, I imagine, to read through as well.
Yeah, I suppose if you do it that way, especially for editing, you can have it like double spaced, plenty of room to get your red pen in there.
Yeah.
The trouble I've found with editing that way is it kind of makes twice the work, because then you have to kind of transfer all that onto the computer afterwards. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. I did that with a book of mine. He says, looking at it, see if he can find it. He actually has got it. Here's a novel I wrote. I actually wrote this for NaNoWriMo back in 2010.
Whoa!
I actually briefly published it as this book.
What's it called?
It's called Colonisation.
Oh.
Possibly wouldn't go for that title these days. It might attract unwanted attention.
Fair enough.
So I literally have got it. I got the whole manuscript printed off on my. I did this on my inkjet printer. It cost me a fucking fortune. And look, it's all marked up in a red gel pen. I did put it all in
gel pen, controversial.
I did put it all in plastics though, flimsies, which is quite nice. And one day I will actually edit this book again. By saying that, I might
bring it out again.
So, but yeah, this is nice to have, and it's quite a thick old thing. Oh, there's multiple pages in here.
What?
Oh, each one's a chapter.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Sort that out.
It's not
Stop
aged well.
sniffing it.
So yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, I've got another one here. Here's the start of my other NaNoWriMo book, which is my space opera and my competition to Martin's books.
Which was better?
Well, he's got published, so I'd have to say his is better.
So his was. So he won. So
Yeah,
he definitely wins.
That. And I've also got a folder full of short stories. Oh, this one's quite full actually.
Why are they just sitting there?
Well, a lot of these are on my website, richardholliday.co.uk, if you want to go and check that out. I wrote these years and years ago, so some of these are really, really fucking bad. When I was in a bit of a short story mood about 8 years ago. Should really write more of these. Okay. But let me just find more hours in the day to do everything, because
You could put them all together as an anthology.
I'm pretty sure I did at one point. I don't know what happened to that. Anyway, let's get some work done, shall we? Okay, let's get to the bottom of the chat first, because again, people have been talking.
Oh,
That's always the perfect word for me.
terrible, isn't it?
Oh, video. Yes, I do have my spreadsheet open. Excuse
Richard
me.
was showing me his new sheets earlier, actually.
I was actually. I'm very
He
pleased
was.
with it. Monster Smut. Andy.
I know. I was saying monster romance because I wasn't going to say smart on Richard's channel, but as he then dropped an F-bomb, I think it's a free-for-all.
We like him. What a big, thick tentacle.
I think he was talking about books and then he was being a bit rude.
It's more like a sort of like roller ink pen. Where's my flash fiction folder? Well, they're all saved on my computer.
Do you keep them?
I do keep them. I keep everything.
Oh, that's
away.
nice.
Okay, on that note, I think we're going to go into our first.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just get the thing up.
What timer have you got for today?
Should we use the flag one?
Well, I mean, you've got a theme going. I can't say I necessarily approve of the theme, but you know, may as well carry it on.
Let's do with that. So we will
Look at
do
that.
a 20-minute session, and we'll come back after that. So
Okie
three,
dokie.
two,
That is obnoxious. Completely obnoxious.
Well, what can I say? That was good. That was good. How did you get on? You got a fresh cup of tea. I think it's
I
tea,
did in
isn't
my
it?
guinea pig mug. It is tea. And I took a cup of coffee up to my husband and chatted to him about Tesla shares, and chatted to Andy a bit on Discord. And I did do a little bit of work, but probably not as much as I could have, honestly.
Well, it's still something. I started on page 121 of this edit, and I'm now just finishing page 145.
Woohoo! Nice.
It's just, to be honest, I'm taking a lot less off than I thought I would, because it's mainly just correcting the red squiggles of spelling errors and stuff, and just giving it like a once over. Because my plan for this edit is to go through it all myself. Then I'm going to put it through pro writing, and I've already been making comments on it that I need to go back and double check. Some bits where it says, insert this section here. I'm thinking, well, thank you, past me, for giving work for future me to do. Which
Yeah,
is
very kind.
You fucker. So I've just identified a few things that I need to go back and check. There's a few placeholders that I want to get rid of. Then I'm going to put it through Pro Writing Aid, give it another little bit of a polish. Don't know if I'm allowed to use Pro Writing Aid. That counts as AI, doesn't it? Ooh, scary.
Does it? Does it technically count? I mean, I don't know. I've never used Pro Writing Aid, so I don't know how much it does.
It's a bit like Grammarly. Basically, the Coke to Grammarly's Pepsi, essentially. I find it's really useful. Again, everything that it does are suggestions. It's a bit like I kind of equate it to the Pirates Code from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not a code, it's not actual rules, it's more guidelines.
Yeah.
You are free to ignore the suggestions. I mean, I've got like a report that I do chapter by chapter just to give it like a final, like a bit of a zhuzh, as it were. So that's my plan for this one before I send it out to my first couple of beta readers. I'm kind of going for a different strategy with this. I'm going to send the second draft to a couple of beta readers initially, get their feedback, action that feedback, and then send it to another few and be in the questionnaire for them. The previous beta readers said I need to do X, Y, and Z. Do you feel this has been done in this draft? And then we can work on it from there.
I'm not filling out questionnaires.
Oh, it's going to be. Don't worry. Also, you have
kindly
agreed to be one of the beta readers.
Yeah, I did. As long as you say beta instead of beta, I won't be a beta reader.
I can't decide which is right, to be honest. So who cares?
Beta is right.
Beta. It is beta. Beta is the American way. So I'm talking like an American.
Yeah. What kind of a stream is this?
I know,
shut this guy down. False information.
Generally, when I do like a beta thing, I'll send the draft off, and I'll send a link to like an online form for people to fill in. How do you feel about that?
Not happy, honestly.
I mean, you can.
But fine.
It's just because that way I can put everyone's feedback for the same questions together and kind of work out. It does work out really well, because it does end up in a spreadsheet, though, I will warn you.
I think everything with you ends up in the spreadsheet.
Let's face it, I find the whole doing the colour coding thing quite therapeutic in a way.
Do you love it?
I do love it, yes. We had a question in the chat while we were doing that sprint, and it was about keyboards, yay or nay. The results are in.
I can't believe anybody said nay. They're the most fun ever. I haven't got one. But they're the most fun ever.
Wasn't it?
It probably was. That was my suggestion. He likes to throw a spanner in the works.
I voted clicky, but I don't have a clicky. Well, Eloise.
That's fine. He's going to send you the link so you can get your own one.
Well, actually, I sent Eloise the blog post, which she was very happy with.
You're just helping everybody so much today with these amazing suggestions. There's some fast typing there.
There you go. Enjoy that as like a what do they call those noise videos? ASMRs?
Yeah, they're weird. Have you
The only
seen?
one I could do, if someone was eating noises, I don't think I could listen to that, lips.
No, that would be disgusting. But I don't think that's like, I don't think anybody likes that. But there was this weird one that I saw, and it's this woman, and she pretends to be your girlfriend when you've come home from work. So she's there, and she's got this ridiculous little girl voice, and it's like, "Hello, sweetheart. You must be so tired. Let me stroke your forehead." And then she kind of comes up to the camera and goes like that. And she's like, "I'm putting some essential oils on for you now. There's lavender here." It's so weird. And she goes on for like 45 minutes, like with this ridiculous, like calming voice, doing all these things to you.
You are
but
watching
it's
this
like
on,
millions of views.
What, on Pornhub?
No, on YouTube. Pornhub.
I can say that on my channel. I don't care. Some other people came in. Let's have a little look. Yeah, who said nay? Probably Martin, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is going to be the question for the next sprint, okay?
Thank you. Because I thought I was sticking with Alistair, and then I was reading through my first notes, and I had him as Hamish, and I was like, "Oh, do I prefer Hamish?" Hamish.
Hamish does have the word
Is she
ham in
Hamish? Yeah, I'm not keen on ham, actually.
You're not. Adrian is in the park while his boys play on the jungle gym reading The Dryad's Crown, which is part of the Tuba Book Club. It won the latest poll.
It did. I need to get on with that. Actually.
Who's quite a cool guy, so go and check him out.
Cool.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Not very cool.
Morning Star's here. Hello, Morning Star.
Hey.
Eloise says that was a fun read about keyboards.
It is a good read.
Talking about this, so surprise. Oh, who's texting me?
Oh, you're so popular.
Oh, just. You learn something every day, don't you? That figures. Martin suspects Russian interference in the poll. I mean, Martin, you've got to stop thinking about those Russians, You'll be rushing off over there if you're not careful. You've got to quit Stalin. Oh, dear. Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. That's a lie, Martin. You're a filthy liar. Andy, what did you get up to in that sprint? Did you do whatever it is you were going to do? Edit your video?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to his next video. What tea are you drinking? Well, that's a very good question. I'm not drinking anything at the moment because I don't have a drink.
Yeah, you don't have hot drinks, do you?
I've got some cloudy lemonade here.
Ooh, aren't you fancy? Oh my God, turn the noise off on your phone. It's so annoying.
It's bloody Martin.
Well, yeah, because it's funny.
Now you're calling me.
Because it always gets such a good reaction. If you didn't react that way, I wouldn't do it.
Who else is here? Oh, Twining's English breakfast decaf.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be breakfast.
Martin, I turned the sound off on my phone, so good luck with that. He literally texted me saying ding. What a dickhead.
I love the way that Martin and I just like our amusement is literally just making your phone make noises. We're so simple.
So my question is, why are you drinking decaf? Because sure, that's the whole point of tea and coffee is to have caffeine. No,
because I don't need the caffeine and I don't like it after like midday. And actually coffee, if I have a caffeinated coffee, I'm a little bit bonkers. So it's not a good idea.
I think she needs to have a caffeinated coffee then. Good luck finding any spell checker without some kind of AI. This is true. I mean, if you're anti-AI, like one of these hardcore anti-AI people, you might as well just throw your computer in the bin, get your quill and parchment out, and then work like that. Quill and parchment. Though if that's too much, you can also use a stone tablet and a chisel if that's a bit too, there's a conversation to be had there. We won't get started on the whole AI thing because we will be
let's
for
not.
hours. Let's get to the bottom of the chat and we'll go back into working. Ooh, that is a double approach from Morningstar. I actually bought the license of Pro Writing Aid recently. I think it was last year in Black Friday sale. I got it for like 200 quid. So I just have it forever. Because I find it's a thing that I only use at certain points of a project. So paying it monthly seems a little bit silly. If that makes sense. I just thought, oh, let's just pay the money then.
Fair enough.
Behave, Andy. Beta readers give you the beta reader feeder. Oh, we're arguing about that. Don't say beet. Do we know? Beetroot. That's what we call it. Clacky needs to alternate between computers. That's true. One of those kind of like splitters that puts one keyboard into two computers, so you can use it for everything. Honestly, I'll tell you.
Very fancy.
I love this thing. Oh, there's a key going missing. Jesus.
The keys just come off it.
Yeah, because on this one, you can pull the keys off and swap them around.
Oh, I would have hours of fun with that if my husband had one of those. That would be so fun.
You could take all like the I can't remember, it's quite difficult. So I could take like it off and you could rearrange the keys to however you want.
Yeah, that's what that means. You don't need to like give me further information. I know what being able to remove the keys and put them back on mean. I'm just thinking I could have a lot of fun if I got my husband one of those for Christmas and just once a week I just swap around some of the keys. He'd love that. I find that really hilarious.
I love this thing. I've actually got about 3 of them.
I don't like the colour of it though. I wish it looked like cooler.
We're going down the rabbit hole now, Emma.
Oh no. I'm sorry, guys.
You can buy brand new ones. So this one was made in 1992. So it's actually older than some of the people in this stream, to be honest. Not you, obviously, Emma. I mean...
Oh my God. Richard.
Anyway, as I was saying, you can buy brand new ones, and I got this one, which is in a black outer casing with quite
I don't like you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
So it's got this black outer casing with quite a fetching two-tone white and grey colour scheme, which I find quite... And...
Oh!
So,
no, that one's not nearly as good.
Yeah, they did kind of cheap out slightly compared to this one.
Yeah.
But
I still don't like you, though.
Yeah, likely still in there. Well, I'm sure I'll get over it.
Good. I won't.
No, yes, you will. Don't worry, I got told off.
No, you didn't.
No,
oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
Down the rabbit hole. Oh, bless you. I did mean people in the chat. I'm not going to say anything about it anymore now. But it is old.
It's not. It's not even vintage.
Listen, I wish I'd had this since my childhood. I've only owned this thing for about 11 years. So it's been through a lot, and I write all my books on it. So I don't see why people think it's weird, because some people have like a Parker pen they prefer to use, etc. So
yeah,
we all have our own tools. Okay, So now we've gone into the chaos. Now, shall we go into our next writing/work session?
Yes, I
Okay.
think that's
And
a
the
good idea.
question is going to be for Emma's book, Hamish or Alistair. I'll set that up in a moment. So 3, 2, 1. You love it, don't you?
No.
How do we get on?
The chat's been somewhat disturbing, but apart from that, it was good. I've got more kind of notes than I realized that I had. So yeah, I'm kind of adding them into kind of my proper document of planning and plotting and things. So it's quite cool. How about you?
I am up to page 157 now. Good. Just
Nice.
giving it a polish. I'm not really doing any major story work yet because I'm going to wait for the first bit of feedback to come in before I start making big changes. But this second book I think is going to be quite. I tell you what, if you thought it got nuts in this, I turned it up to 11, and I tell you what,
Nice.
I really love doing it.
Cool.
I don't think I'm going to be cutting the word count that much, hopefully, because if it's got to be longer, it's got to be longer. It reminds me of, actually, let me see if I can find it. Chris Kenny, who is a good friend of mine. He wrote these two cyberpunk books.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I tell you what, his first one, Proto, fuck me, it's really good. Go and buy it. It's like seriously, possibly it is the best book he's written, by the way. Well, it's not the best book he's written, though the ending on this is like, yeah. But then he wrote the second book in the series, and this is a book that's only 299 pages. My complaint to him was, I said, Chris, not long enough. I want more. I'm
Fair enough.
I'm like, I'm insatiable. It's such a good series.
Yeah, but no chap likes to hear that. Come on, you could have put it a bit more delicately.
Well, if it's not long enough.
Yeah, it's just a nice way to say it,
I said to him, wasn't very impressed with the length, Chris.
Didn't do much for you.
No, it really didn't. Well, but yeah, he's written a really good couple of books here. I would highly recommend them. They're really good, sort of sci-fi, really gritty. Definitely adult. Don't give them to your kids. Because he wrote another series, I think it's called The Original Earth Chronicles. It was a bit like Tomb Raider. And it's good, but I could kind of tell he was kind of having to restrain himself to kind of PG-13.
Yeah.
With these books, which are, by the way, glossy. Glossy.
The gloss.
Glossy's boss. Glossy's boss.
No. Matt is really good and better.
Oh, hey, Adrian, have you got a book out? I had no idea.
You are in no position to tease somebody like that, Richard.
I do appreciate the hustle there, Adrian. Well done. Well done. Yeah, Adrian's book is long. But you read it, Emma, didn't you? And you liked it.
What do you mean, but you read it? Like I'm not capable of reading a long book?
I will get to it eventually. Just my reading this year has been all over the shop, to be honest. It's been...
Yeah, I'm a bit...
An extra 6 hours in the day, that will help. Then I can get everything.
Yeah, that would be handy. I'm trying to read loads of my friends' books at the moment on Kindle Unlimited. And I'm loving it. I really am. But I'm also getting a bit overwhelmed because I keep thinking of other people's books and adding them. And like, I've got kind of 25 books or something to get through here. Like, when am I going to read this many books?
I thought I'd remind you of the results of the poll.
Yes, Alistair. Alistair is the winner. There we go, Alistair Duncan.
Alistair?
I will.
Duncan.
I will. The people have spoken.
The 8 people have spoken.
I
wasn't one of them. It wouldn't let me vote in my own poll, which was rude.
Oh, well, what would you choose then? Not that it would change it.
I like both names. Both names are sort of like... But I think Alistair Duncan, it sounds Scottish, doesn't it? Like,
it does. It's good.
I probably offended a lot of people there doing that.
Well, you normally do. And I don't think you generally go for the Scottish, so it's nice to spread it out a little bit.
Oh, damn Scots. They ruined Scotland.
There we go.
Because usually it's me against the French. Bloody
yes.
French.
Yeah.
French. So it's nice for me to show that I'm upset at many different people.
Yeah. You
I'm
don't
not, I'm not
discriminate. There's like everyone winds you up.
I'm not singling anyone out. Let's see what the chat got up to. Siri went to bed. I'm presuming he went to bed. She went to do some more. I misread that as writing. It's 1 a.m. and I'm wilting.
Wilting. No, I think wilting like it's hot. No, like wilting like she's really tired.
Yeah, bless her.
Mother.
We were talking about biscuits.
Yes.
You're not a big fan of rich teas, are you?
Well, they're so boring.
They really are quite boring, but they
are. I mean, you can put some Nutella on them and that improves them a bit, but it's not really worth
reduce
it.
Calories, though.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about reducing calories. We're talking about the best biscuits. Now, the best biscuits are my chocolate ones that I make. But if we're talking like shop bought ones, it's McVitie's chocolate digestives.
They got to be McVitie's and not the own brand.
Yes.
Because you told me off recently for my own brand
Marmite. Yeah. It's like, come on. Seriously.
Well,
there are some things that you splurge on.
Well, listen, I sent you the picture when I was in the bloody shop at
the
Marmite department.
Yeah.
$3.55 for a little pot of it. Oh,
yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that there are standards in life. And if we don't maintain them.
I did upgrade from the Morrison's own and from the Lidl own brand to the Morrison's own brand, which I suspect is the same thing. Because here's the thing that people don't need to realise. A lot of the own brand foods, they all come from the same production line.
Yeah.
Made on the same factory. They just go into like a different shape or different coloured jar or whatever. Quite often, they're also the same as the bloody cereal, own brand cereal, name brand. Saying that, I did once have the Asda Smart Price Rice Krispies. They were fucking awful. They're like bullets. Like if I crunch it, I'm going to break a tooth or something. So yeah, I think cheapy own brand, maybe not. But I have been enjoying my Marmite on toast in the mornings.
Good man, good for you.
They're saying that I'm going to be a bit fancy with my breakfast next week. I bought bread, posh seeded bread.
Nice.
And I'm going to have it with a bacon medallion and a poached egg.
Ooh, look at you poaching.
Ooh. I can poach a good egg. I do an excellent job with it.
Oh, sounds extremely good.
Yeah, and I did say, this was funny. Andy thought I was drinking whiskey at a sewing club when I said I was having bourbons.
Yeah. And it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sat there sewing at sewing club, and I was saying, "Oh, I'm having some bourbons," and he obviously thought it was like bourbons, like whiskies. It was like,
can you dunk them in milk though, bourbons?
Why would you want to do that? I hate milk. Milk's gross.
Oh, we didn't mention Oreos. They're lovely.
Oreos are okay.
I have the own brand Oreos as well. They're just as good.
Oreos are handy if you know vegans because they're accidentally vegan, like the proper Oreos. So it's like a handy thing.
Emma, how do you know someone's a vegan?
Because they tell you.
They'll tell you. I went to a wedding once and they said, "Oh, we've got some cakes, but they're vegan." I'm thinking, you just ruined the whole fucking wedding. To be fair, the vegan cake was really nice.
Yeah.
Even though I was a little bit like, but the egg's what I kind of want. There's two kind of like shops down the bottom of my sort of high street near to where I live, and they're like, "Oh, get your cakes." I'm thinking, "Oh, cakes," and in very small writing it says egg free. I'm like, yeah, nice try.
Aww.
Because when I do occasionally make cakes and I do eat the cake batter occasionally. Well, who doesn't scoop the remnants out and eat it? Apparently,
I don't tend to get it, honestly, because my youngest is a bit obsessed and he seems to sense when there is cake batter.
Well, it's just me here, so I am the youngest.
Yeah.
But I'm a big boy. I know there's raw egg in it. I know there's raw flour in it, but I'll tell you what.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I actually end up making more cake batter because I know I'm going to eat some of it.
Nice.
Saying that there's a coffee and cakes bake sale at work in a couple of weeks. I don't know whether to make some cupcakes for that.
Oh yeah, do some cupcakes.
It's a batch for the cake zone. It's a batch for me. My batch will be the test batch.
Yeah, we've got to test them out properly, haven't you?
I'm thinking of doing maybe cherry cupcakes.
That sounds nice. Do you do
Looks
like
like
swirly icing on them?
I'm not very good at icing, to be honest.
You just get an icing bag and a thing, and you go swirly whirly, and it looks really fancy. Yeah.
Oh, no, that could be for your bakery romance, couldn't it?
It could be.
His icing doesn't give him a good squeeze.
You squirted everywhere.
Holding onto the nozzle.
Anyway,
we have some good news. Self-Pub with Andy's latest video came out. Huzzah.
Yay! I put a link to it in the chat.
You did. I'm just trying to find it now. And then the link I posted to that old IBM typewriter advert with that amazing jingle. You remember the one?
Oh, the one that, yeah, you sent me the video, didn't you? That was beautiful.
There's Andy's new video, so go and check that out.
Yeah, go and check that out. It's very, very useful.
This sounds like a brand of Scottish cookies.
Hunky Hamish. Hunky chunky cookies.
Duncan the Hunkin.
You're laughing at your own jokes there.
Yeah, we did. But the heroine is Rose. And I asked,
You're just laughing at your own jokes. You're like, I am.
Because no one else is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not very good.
Actually, tell a lie. You were smirking at it. You were smirking.
Okay, a smirk.
That reminds me of a story I read in the news. I think it's a couple of years ago about a smirking postman.
Oh.
Complained that it was a lady. She had ordered some adult novelties that were supposed to come in discreet packaging.
Nice.
Packaging on the outside showed the contents of the parcel, and apparently the postman was smirking at her. Open the door.
Nice.
Oh, it's so. Oh, he couldn't make it up. Right. Oh.
Aww.
Here we go.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
What's this about 10 digits? I thought it took 5. We've established this, haven't we?
I thought that was very, very rude.
Yeah, he's been very bad.
Yeah, he is. I think he's just trying to get you back for his stream last week.
That's him. Yeah, he succeeded. Oh, yeah. This is a very good question. See, this is the important things we ask on these streams, isn't it?
Yeah, getting to the bottom of these, you know.
Now we could write a story about a vampire dentist.
Why? I don't want to do that.
Fangs for the memories.
But I reckon vampires, they would have to have stronger teeth anyway, because like they bite through human flesh, so they'd have to have super strong teeth. So maybe they're made from something that lasts longer than our teeth. Would be my suggestion.
Family of vamps. It was Big Ben.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What's he saying here?
I'm guessing that because I lived in London, I think that's what he was going with.
Morningstar says, I think the online Grammarly is broke. I have no suggestions or corrections.
No.
What? Must mean that everything you've written is perfect.
Yeah, maybe it does just mean that it's completely perfect.
I mean, I don't use the online version. I use the kind of version of Pro Writing Aid that's built into Word.
Right.
But it's still the thing is, it still works over the internet, so it still like communicates over the cloud to do the heavy lifting, as it were. But it's kind of built in, so I'd have to copy and paste it. Parliament. It's a good word, that Parliament.
It is.
I think it might be French though. Martin was here, he'd be telling us off.
Yeah, but he's got to work.
Yeah, well. Here's me playing my invisible violin at him having to work. Finish off my morning work. Well done, Nia. Excellent.
Well done.
McVitie's taste different to store brand ones. They have a slightly different ingredient makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, what I said about the own brands is not universally true. About 7-8 times out of 10, it's probably right.
Yeah. Some of them are just really bad though, and that's like a whole individual recipe that they got going on there. I don't know what they do.
Is a bourbon a bonbon? No. Those are those sort of round, slightly soft sweets. I'm scared to eat them these days.
Why?
I've got fillings.
Oh.
So, do you remember the rhubarb and custard sweets? The boiled rhubarb and custard flavour candies? Oh,
I never had sweets as a kid, but I know of them.
Yeah, you can still buy them, by the way.
Yeah.
I used to have like a bag of those at work, and I'd crunch them. Because you're supposed to suck them till they went soft.
Yeah. And you're a cruncher. Yeah.
I used to be a cruncher. I cannot do that now because I am bloody terrified. If I crunched on those sweets, I would end up in the dentist.
I could have guessed that you'd be a cruncher, honestly. Yeah. If I was to take a bet on that, I definitely would have said cruncher.
Kentucky bourbon. So when I go to Harvester, they have a bourbon sauce that you can put on your plate. It used to be a Jim Beam sauce, but then they made it generic bourbon.
They're probably saving money and buying a cheaper one. Bourbon biscuits are chocolate biscuits. They're like you have 2 chocolate biscuits and then there's like cream stuff, chocolate cream in the middle, and they're kind of delicious.
Let me try some. I think you meant to say, let's see Richard insult vegans soon. And we did it, didn't we?
We could insult Vegas as well.
I've never been there.
No, neither have I. I don't particularly want to, actually. No, I would like to. I'd like to go there for like a day, but not for any longer. Oh, Matt is where it's at. Nice.
You know, we were doing so well, Eloise. You were saying everything. I was like, she's so wonderful. Then you have to say Matt is where it's at. I'm sorry. The
love affair is over.
I know it didn't last very long.
No,
it was a brief, but very intense affair, but it didn't last very long.
It was.
It's all right. No, you're totally entitled to that opinion. Vegan sweets are good. They love sugar. I can't eat them. It makes me dizzy from sugar. Sweet.
There are some good vegan sweets. I like candy kittens.
So Richard has insulted younger streamers, Scotland, France, and now vegans. Let's face it, that's on brand for me as well.
Yeah, completely. You're doing fantastically today.
This is why I don't do these very often, because I usually put my bloody foot in it. Listen, everything's record breaking around here. Hang on. When did I insult Americans?
Oh, with the saying that you shouldn't say beta instead of beta.
Oh well, that's fine. Americans can take it.
I don't remember you insulting Russian.
No one's going to fly over the Russians, are they?
Are we going to do another sprint?
We are going to squeeze another one in very soon. Should we do a 15-minute one to end the thing off?
Yeah.
I'm telling the jokes in Russian, see if they laugh. They might not be properly.
Russians don't laugh anyway.
No. They don't go ha ha ha. They go da da da. Well, that was awkward.
Yeah, that was just no. Just no.
Bye, Adrian. To make some lunch. Get some pineapple pizza. Why not?
Oh my goodness, one of my dogs has just let one rip underneath the table here. Oh man. It's just really bad. I don't like it. I want to
Well,
move.
that's the price you pay with having dogs, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
What are you feeding them anyway?
The Labradors, they eat anything, so they could have got anything really.
Emma making me spit out my coffee laughing as they went to say.
What did I do?
I can't remember, to be honest. I type in bourbon.
Yeah.
Bourbon. So they're spelt the same, but bourbon is bourbon for the biscuit, but it's bourbon for the drink.
Yes, but obviously you can't really put that into Google.
Yeah.
Please search for bourbon instead of bourbon.
I made my colleagues at work laugh because I couldn't pronounce cognac.
Cognac.
That's it. I can't do it. It's cognac.
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 There we go. Kind of.
I'm going to ask my Vegas versus
I didn't rip you apart. Stop being mean. And Andy's been mean to me in the last comment as well. Make him stop, Richard. Take away his wrench.
on my channel, so I don't think I will do that. Okay, should we do 15 minutes and then bring this bird down for landing?
Sure.
I just called you a bird, by the way.
I know.
This old bird.
This old bird. Much older than your keyboard.
Yeah. I hope someone clipped that, by the way. There needs to be like a playlist of times where Richard embarrasses himself. Okay, I'm going to put the timer up.
I think it's so obnoxious. I'm not coming on your channel again if you're using that one.
Well, I just won't tell you next time.
Fair enough. No warning.
I mean, the alternative, Emma, was I was just going to do the clock app, which is
that's boring.
I mean, this is really boring, isn't it? I mean, if I had to watch this for 20 minutes, I'd probably like to die.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be watching it for 20 minutes. You're supposed to be writing.
That's true. That's true. How did we get on?
I think you know how I got on because we were messaging in Discord for half of it, weren't we? So
yes, we were, but I was also working. You were looking up
stuff.
Smoking Postman.
Yeah.
We won't say any more about that.
Exactly. No, I did get a little bit done. But yeah.
I'm up to page 172.
Nice.
Not bad.
Well done. Good work.
I earned my Nando's tonight.
Nando's? I've never had Nando's. I want to try it.
What? Get out. Martin hates Nando's for some reason.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah. It sounds quite nice, but
it's not. It's chicken. It's just chicken and chips, basically. See, look. Do like a Nando's.
There you go.
How did the chat get on? Ben came.
Ben.
Shut
and
up.
so quickly. We know what he must have been using.
Emma, I can't have you on this channel anymore if you're going to say that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Richard.
Then I put...
Nice. Well,
Ben
very complimentary.
He's working, doing his actual job. Boo, work.
Boring.
Boring.
Come and be wastrels like us.
Yeah, come do this.
Yeah.
Andy said, great stream, much entertainment. Everything was very on brand.
Oh, yeah.
I put up the Brits. Up the Brits. And then Eloise said, it could be more British if I'm being honest. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, offended.
I said, I'm always open. I am open to suggestions, though, so I won't lie. Could go there.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. The wall looks nice.
It does. I do have plans for this section of wall, though. There's going to be a poster going there. Actually, one of my tour programs is going to go there for when I went to see Back to the Future, the musical.
Yay, cool.
Fun, by the way.
Excellent.
That would be spiffing, wouldn't it? Jolly good show.
Yes. Marvellous. Do the pip.
Marvellous. Marvellous. That's very British, isn't it? Marvellous.
Yeah, marvellous. Simply marvellous.
And just a pip helmet.
No, don't. No. You do actually want to get monetized one day, you know?
You need a complete look to use the helmet. I need to go for the full, like, Victorian explorer look, wouldn't I? With the sort of jacket, the helmet.
Or, like you say, just the helmet, but maybe not for this channel. Maybe that's more for your OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not really making it out, are we? Emma Bennett prefers to cook her own chicken at home. That's probably a double entendre somewhere.
Yeah, I was reading that and I was like, I'm fairly sure that there's something behind that and that it's not quite as simple as it appears. You're just shouting out, Ben came.
It's usually his wife's job. Oh! I'm so glad he's working and not listening to this.
I'm sure he is as well.
I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah.
I have to take the husband to the doctor. Oh my word, did you break it off?
Richard.
Thank you for joining us, Morning Star. It was good fun to have you here. Yeah. Emma is saying bye. Speaking of saying bye, we're at time up. So shall we do our outros?
Sure.
Emma, we'll start with you.
Thank you. Thank you. That made me big. Thank you very much for having me to join you for the sprint today, Richard. It has been really great fun. I did get some stuff done. Stop doing that to me, please. I am a UK-based writer, hence the British stream. I write contemporary romance. I am writing a Regency romance. I write children's picture books. I write non-fiction books for writers, apparently. I am a freelance developmental editor and I'm a writing coach. I'm that awesome. And I have a YouTube channel, which I'm sure that you've all checked out. But if you haven't, go and have a look. I don't do it all at the same time. Anyway, thank you.
Bye. Oh, shit, I haven't de-introduced myself. I'm Richard. I wrote this book. Thanks for joining me and Emma on this impromptu stream thing. Remember to sign up to my newsletter. Very important. I will send one next month, honest. I actually got quite a bit of work done. I'm quite pleased with where I got to. So the project goes on, but it's good fun. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks to our lovely other people in the chat. Andy, Eloise, Morning Star. Who else turned up? Ben did arrive. I'm not going to say Ben came.
Oh, that was a close one.
Is that going to be our new catchphrase? Ben came.
Yeah. But it's got to be shouted. It can't just be like Ben came. It's the excitement. Ben came.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Well, this was fun. I'm going to close this down. So we'll see you next time on some other time. Oh, Andy, behave. Okay, I'm going to press the button now. Bye.
Bye.